Hello everyone, I want to show my new build in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. And this is a frost build based on the Brrzerker and Spore Warden classes. And I'm using the Blizzard action skill. This creates 3 frost cyclones that does frost ability damage over time. And we want to keep this up for as long as possible to do as much damage as possible. And to do that we want to reach the capstone in the Brrzerker skill tree. And this is basically a kill skill, reduces the action skill cooldown or increasing the duration if the action skill is active, which is going to be very useful to keep the cyclones up, which we're going to see in the gameplay very soon. And since this is a frost build, we want to max out Ancestral Frost, and this increases our frost damage. We also want to max out Icebreaker, and this increases our damage dealt to enemies that are slowed, and everything is going to be slowed and frozen. And we also want to max out Cold Snap to increase our frost efficiency. And since the cyclones does area damage, we want to max out Ancient Fury as well to increase the area damage. In the Spore Warden skill tree, we want to max out Affinity to increase the ability damage even more. The rest of the skills I would say is personal preference. For the weapons, we are using a ×2 liquid cooling. The only downside with a ×2 is that it actually shreds through your ammo very fast. So if you run out of ammo, I would recommend this, a Chillin' Spriggan. It's an Hyperius SMG, very good for mobbing, but if you can, try to stay as much on the liquid cooling as possible. And for the gear, we have as much ability damage and frost damage aspects as possible. So here we have action skill duration and ability critical hit chance. Here we have ability damage and action skill duration. The rest of the rolls here could be something else. We're gonna make use of what we have. And for the shield, we use this specific one because of the enchantment. I've been trying to re-roll better shields, but I've not been able to get this enchantment, so I gotta stick with this one, unfortunately. As mod, we have this specific one, and this increases our ability damage and area damage, and the ability critical hit chance. For the necklace, we are using this specific one, and this increases our frost damage and berserker power, gun magazine size, and shield capacity. And if we activate an action skill, it instantly restores 50% of your ward over 2 seconds. And for the spell, we are using this specific one. And this is a personal preference as well. I use this one because it has 3 spell charges and pretty good damage for being slow cooldown as it has. And we're gonna see some gameplay right now.
If you'd run, piercing cold. To bring the arcane pain! Icy dip.